Izmir, Turkey, for a matchup between Pinar Karsiyaka, the home side, welcoming the team from Lithuania, Juventus Utena. We're expecting a nice little matchup here. As Pinar Karsiyaka, they win last week on the road against Dinamo Sassari. So once again, Pinar Karsiyaka coming off a road win against Dinamo Sassari, and you see the Group A standings there. AS Monaco at the top. They actually dismantled Juventus Utena by 37 points. So Juventus looking to bounce back here tonight. You see their players getting warmed up in the home side for Pinar Karsiyaka. You know, there was a tremendous game last week in Italy. Went down to the wire, a 1-point win. Controversial, some might say, as Scott Wood was able to get to the free throw line and put a team that was down 1, up 1 with just 2 seconds to go. There was a lot of back and forth action. That game was 88-87. Meanwhile, Juventus Utena not so lucky the first time. As we take a look at their the roster, a lot of injuries, and you see there it's a limited team here tonight. So you're going to expect Anthony Ireland to really have to step up. The scoring point guard went scoreless last week, and this is the guy who basically got them to qualify by beating Lukoil Academic in the qualification round. He was averaging 17 points per game in that qualification round. So, you know, they're going to need his scoring punch here tonight because Pinar Karsiyaka definitely can put points on the board. Jared Jones, the big man, had 29 points last week, really damaging them all over the court. 11 for 12 from 2, also hit a 3, and had 9 rebounds to complement that. And also keep your eyes open for David, a.k.a. DJ Kennedy, and Dominic Waters. Those 3 guys really get Pinar Karsiyaka going. And you can't forget about Scott Wood, the perimeter, small forward, tremendous shooter, and of course clutch at the free throw line as we saw last week. Meanwhile, Utena, as you see, Mingus Kupchist getting up. They're trying to get on the wing side. They've really been struggling so far this season. Started 0-6 in the Lithuanian domestic league, surprising a lot of people, and, you know, not excuses on their behalf, but there was a lot of turnover in their roster. Thanks to the Basketball Champions League, some of their players got some new opportunities elsewhere, and they had to bring in a lot of fresh faces. And, you know, aside from the qualification rounds in the Basketball Champions League, it just hasn't quite clicked yet. And we're going to take a look here at the player introductions. As you see there, Butarlavichis, the Lithuanian, expecting to really contribute. He was coming off the bench initially, but might be starting as there's a couple of injuries we mentioned. We're missing Arvydas Siksnis as well as Lorinas Saminas, 2 very important rotation players who won't be available here tonight. So they have to bring in a couple of young guys, Jonas Zakas as well as Paliuakinis, to hopefully, you know, fill up that bench, a bench that only had 11 points of production last week. Meanwhile, Pinar Karsiyaka, they're not having any problems with their depth so far. They've enjoyed a pretty strong start to the season, obviously made it to the quarterfinals of the Basketball Champions League last year. You know, they went 9 wins, 5 losses in the group stage. Meanwhile, Juventus Utena went 8 wins and 6 losses in the group stages. So the players line up at a half court to shake hands, one of the many great FIBA traditions of sportsmanship. And we're just moments away from tip-off. So these home fans will be really looking to see if Jared Jones, we mentioned his performance last week as we take a look at a starting five for both teams in just a moment here. Starting off with Juventus Utena. But yeah, back to Jared Jones. I mean, if you could have watched that performance last week, it's unbelievable. The guy couldn't miss. And they needed all 29 of his points, obviously just winning by 1. Meanwhile, Utena, you know, defensively, they really struggled against AS Monaco, but of course, Monaco's a team that made it all the way to the semifinals last year, the Basketball Champions League. They won Group A last year. They're, you know, favorites for Group A again, so we can't necessarily judge them on one performance. I mean, after the first quarter, Utena was really only down 4 points, but unfortunately, a tough second half. Only 20 points in that second half really did their undoing, and we expect, you know, these young guys to come in. Of course, Anthony Ireland. This is a guy who had 34 points in the 2 qualification round games that got them into the Basketball Champions League this season. And we're going to take a look at the referees as well. You might recognize the Polish referee, Chimichik, from the Eurobasket. He was counted on for many, many big games at the Eurobasket this past summer. Of course, Slovenia winning that one. Tremendous tournament run from Slovenia in the Eurobasket. And Lithuania didn't have such luck. Hopefully some of these Lithuanian players can make up for that by playing in the Basketball Champions League and showing the rest of Europe how strong Lithuania basketball still is. They'll also be counting on a few other faces they brought in, including Laren Dendy. The big man only had 3 points in 11 minutes last week, but he is the highest paid player on this side. So you do expect him to deliver at some point. Again, you see the referees there. One more time, their names. As far as trying to predict how this game is going to go, it's, you know, Pinar comes in shooting 57% from the field, 38% from 3, and really strong rebounding. But the key stat might be turnovers. Pinar only had Karsiyaka only had 12 turnovers last week. Meanwhile, Juventus Utena had 26 turnovers against Monaco. Many of those extremely costly. Monaco had 20 steals in that game, which might be a Basketball Champions League record. I need to double check that, but at least they rebounded well. That's one category that they did win last week. They were able to, you know, be strong on the boards. Pinar Karsiyaka, also a strong rebounding team, so that's going to be a matchup to watch. As you see there, the coach for Juventus, Kaptimis Protaskis, matching up against Alexander Trefanovic from Karsiyaka.
Try to put the game inside from a 5 down, from a freeze 4, and be in a position to play. If you cannot play, put the ball out, run a pick. Okay? Run good in the offense.
You saw their Dominic Waters in the shot as well. Him and Trefanovic had a little bit of a run-in last week. Nothing too serious. Dominic Waters definitely a strong and emotional player, but he really came through with 9 assists last week to go along with the 13 points and 4 rebounds. And we can't forget about DJ Kennedy's performance. You know, he's a rebounding wing. He can throw down with the best of them. He can hit the open shot, had 16 points and 10 rebounds for his first, obviously, double-double in the Basketball Champions League this season. So one more guy for Karsiyaka, Berk Uğurlu, the Turkish player, point guard. Very smart, can also score, and he gave them a strong contribution off the bench with 9 points and 3 assists. Meanwhile, a couple of the top guys from last week's performance, tough performance against Monaco for Utena. You know, Simas Botalavicius had 9 points and 5 rebounds. Krolis Vušikis had 9 points and 5 rebounds as well. But it was really the big man inside. I mean, Mindaugas Kupchas with 14 points and 6 rebounds, one of their new signings. That was the one bright spot. So again, we're just a few seconds away now from the opening tip in this game day 2 of the Basketball Champions League, the second season of the Basketball Champions League. And this is Group A action. And we're underway with the roadside. Juventus Utena grabbing the opening tip. Looking to get an early score here against Karsiyaka and the Whites. You see the kick out pass, and the first 3 is up and no good. That was Jonte Flowers, the corner 3. Here comes Dominic Waters, bring up the ball now for Karsiyaka. Gets the screen from Guzan. Jared Jones, the versatile big man. Scott Wood, number 15 in the corner there. And Waters seems to have stepped out of bounds, and that's his first turnover. Took a little shot to the face. Some good ball pressure and a little double team trap from Utena. So here's Anthony Ireland, the young point guard, a scoring, very, very quick point guard. And inside, the jump hook is up and good. Karolis Gushikas, with the first 2 points of tonight's game. We have our first foul called as Ron Denby a little bit too aggressive with the ball pressure. You see the hands all over Guzan. Here's Waters, finds the corner. The 3 is up and it's good. First 3-point shot up and good for Pinar Karsiyaka. That's Agunduz, who actually didn't get any playing time last week. Steps right in for the open shot. And we have a foul call before the move was made. No basket, no basket. And you see Juventus making a point of getting the ball inside to Gushikas. Nersimas Vulovic trying to get the ball in, and it's a lob to Anthony Ireland. Oh, and he can't convert. Beautifully drawn and executed play, but Ireland just can't finish at the rim. Waters drives baseline all the way to the rim and easily lays it in. No rotation, no rim side protection. This matchup between Ireland and Waters should be quite entertaining throughout. Both the guys looking to score. There's Gushikas again, and it's an air ball. But then the rebound can't be held by Karsiyaka, so it ends up in Jonte Flowers' hands, but he travels before he can get to the basket. Seems like that air ball just caught the defender off guard. Agunduz couldn't collect that rebound. You see here Jonte Flowers just taking one step too quick. So Karsiyaka with an early 3-point lead. Jared Jones hands it off to Agunduz. Scott Wood, elbow jumper, and that's good. Another assist for Dominic Waters, and Scott Wood gets off on a hitting mark, hitting his first jumper. And it's important for Juventus to not fall behind early. Again, they don't have much of a bench. Pinar Karsiyaka much deeper. And here comes Vulovic with the drive, and he connects. Nice, strong take from Vulovic. Bit of a mismatch in transition now. Ball goes inside to Guven. Makes his move on Dendy. Tries to push through, and his hook is nicely put in. Guven had a tough week last week in the win. Foul trouble early on and took a shot to the nose, which took him out of the game. Vulovic for 3, in and out. We see Karsiyaka electing not to run in transition that time. Waters takes a little bump. Lob inside to Govin. Makes the catch but fumbles it. Ends up in Scott Wood's hands, and he knocks down the corner three. And that's going to be an early timeout for Juventus, as Karsiyaka getting off to a fiery start. 12-4 in the early going. You hear these fans, first chance they get to watch a regular season game at home this season in the Basketball Champions League. Just listening on the timeout here from Coach Petrauskas.
We lost there. Okay? You need to call the screen. Then we switch. And then go with the 5 switch. The wrong way for step out, nobody's help.
You see a perfect start for Karsiyaka. 5 of 5 from the field, already 3 3-pointers. Sorry, 3 2-pointers and 2 3-pointers. So couldn't ask for a better start if you're Coach Trifanovic. You heard Coach Petrauskas talking about the communication that's necessary on the screening action. Switch it if you need to switch it. No rebounds yet for Juventus in the first couple of minutes. Meanwhile, Karsiyaka cleaning up well on the glass with their 4 defensive rebounds. Obviously no offensive rebounds since they haven't missed yet. So we're seeing a little bit of backcourt pressure now from Karsiyaka. And they drop back to a man. Vucevic calling out the action, gets the screen from Dendy. Jonte Flowers pulls up for 3, too strong. And Gushkis tries to, Gushkis is able to secure a second possession for Juventus. So good hustle from Gushkis. Here's Ireland now. And there's going to be an offensive foul called on Juventus as Gushkis uses his off arm to create space. You see right there, the right elbow to Waters' face. Waters didn't seem too preoccupied by the contact, but draws the offensive foul nonetheless. Ball goes inside to Jared Jones. Turns. There's a foul. So there's going to be a foul call, potential goaltending as well. So Jared Jones with a nice baseline spin move. And Dendy able to contest at the rim, but not before the foul's called on Gushkis. So Jones connects on the free throw, and there was goaltending, so that's a 3-point play for Jared Jones for his first 3 points of the night. And Vucevic just left wide open, still can't connect, but they're going to call a foul in the box out as Jared Jones cleared out Gushkis. As you see, just using the right arm to try to establish position. Referees call that. So here's Flowers. Saw a little bit of contact, 2 guys falling hard. Ireland, the nice move, step back 3, and he gets fouled on the shot. As Waters tried to recover, wasn't able to do so without fouling, and it's going to be, I believe, 3 free throws. Referees might have signaled 2. So the first free throw is up and good for Ireland. And it is going to be 3 free throws as he knocks down the first 2. And there we go for Ireland, who already eclipses his scoring output from last week, where he wasn't able to get on the board. It was 0 for 5, no free throws. So 3 points now for Ireland. He cuts the deficit down to 8 in his first quarter. It's a near steal from Flowers. But Agundu's able to save it. And Dominic Waters calmly sinks the open 3. Gave him a little bit too much room. And the lead is back out to 11. Dendy with the ball screen on Flowers. Budalavicius again can't hit the open shot. Dendy though gets the rebound. And he takes another one. And he's just ice cold right now. Budalavicius can't buy a bucket. And Karsiyaka doesn't capitalize in transition, throws the ball away. Scott Wood almost gets it back. Here comes Ireland now for Juventus. Dances with it, showing you the handles. And the lefty passes it off. And finally, Budalavicius able to connect on a 2-point shot. A nice little find there from Ireland. Wide open shot. That one's no good for Agundus. Budalavicius that time hesitates to take the shot. Dendy will step back on the baseline. Good contest. The defense there, Guven had the hand in the face. Two-man game action here between Waters and Jones. Extra pass. And that 3 again, no good for Agundus. And Ireland in transition, able to draw the bump. And that's going to be the 4th team foul now for Karsiyaka. As we have our first few substitutions. You see the foul there, Agundus, who again did not play last week, but getting some early minutes. He comes out of the game for the first time as it's going to bring David Kennedy off the bench, number 17. Had 16 points and 10 rebounds last week. Very athletic physical guard out of St. John's. Here's Dendy, makes a quick, oh! Tried to dunk it, what a move from Dendy. Instead, Ireland picks it up. He can't finish. Jared Jones collects the rebound, but Dendy showing you the athleticism on that one. As Waters pulls up and gets fouled on a pull-up jumper in transition. And that foul's going to be caught on Dovis Dikauskis. The point guard just came off the bench, number 2. You see their left hand on the hip, and Waters really sells it. Feels the contact and kind of just flares his body a little bit. Here comes Ugurlu in the game for the first time, number 5 for Karsiyaka, as Waters can't make the first free throw. But he finishes on the second one, so pushes the lead back out to 10 with 3 minutes to go here. And Bishkauskis complimenting Ireland in the backcourt. And Ireland gets into the lane, but a nice defensive play from Kennedy. Read it all the way. Here comes Karsiyaka in transition now. And Kennedy throws it right into the legs of Utena. And Budalavicius, another 3, and finally able to connect. He had missed his previous 4 or 5 attempts. So he's 1 for 5 now from 3. He's got 7 points despite the cold start. So Budalavicius, the captain, making it work as you see a zone now from Juventus. Dendy in the middle patrolling. And it's a shot clock violation, so the zone defense clearly catching Karsiyaka off guard. And they're able to force the turnover. Leads to the head shake from Trifanovic. So here comes Ireland now, bring the ball up the court. Budalavičius, no hesitation on that one. Back-to-back threes. Simas Budalavičius heating up now. He's in double figures already. 10 of the 15 points in this first quarter. They're just down 4 now. So Karsiyaka not going to go down easily, that's for sure. And the zone defense again. They put Jones in the middle, nice inbound. And Govan makes the nice move. Able to finish it off the footwork. And the three-point shot is up, and it's another 3 for Juventus as the finish. Carl Lindbaum knocks it in. The big man with size and obviously the shooting touch. He was scoreless last week, so already a different kind of game here tonight. Contributions coming from guys who weren't able to score last week. Here's Kennedy now, catch and shoot, and he can't get it back. The ball sails out of bounds over to Juventus. As you see, Metin Turin, number 7 there, checking in for Karsiyaka for the first time. Ireland checks out as well for Juventus. So Karsiyaka has Ugarlu, Scott Wood, Turin, Jarrett Jones, and David Kennedy. And you see the big man off the bench, number 49, Jarrett Jones, tries to contest, but he can't prevent Kupchas from getting his first 2 points. And Kupchas is the guy who last week led the team in scoring, 14.6 rebounds, another one of the new signings. Towering 7-footer. And Jones, you see that, tries to go right at Kupchas, but is able to draw the foul. Not much argument there from Kupchas, so we see Jones makes a quick move, and yep, definitely caught him on the arm. Jones misses his first free throw. But he makes a second, so he's now 2 of 3 at the line. Just 4 points. As you see, Dogan comes in to replace him. Dogan, another guy we didn't see much of last week for Karsiyaka. So a few new players in the rotation. And the drive, nice, strong move. Bichkauskas ties up the game after the first quarter. So despite a tough start that saw Juventus Utena down 11 at one point, were able to fight their way all the way back, and we're tied at 22 after the first intermission. So the Basketball Champions League, again, not disappointing with just how competitive each week will be.
When we go inside,
you see the stats, Karsiyaka perfect from inside the arc, 3 of 7 beyond the arc. Those 3 threes for Juventus also able to get them back into the game. So take a look at some of the highlights of that first quarter. Waters got that early layup. Again, he had 6 points to go along with 4 assisted, Waters, in that first quarter. So doing a great job controlling the tempo for Karsiyaka. Obviously last week had 13 points and 9 assists. So he might be in for a similar kind of game here tonight. You saw there, just took his time to hit the 3. So a few stats in that first quarter. Obviously the score is tied. Karsiyaka has actually does not have a rebounding advantage. Both teams with 7 rebounds. And Juventus Utena, who only had 8 assists last week, already with 4 tonight. So either AS Monaco is Well, obviously they are one of the better teams in the tournament, but I wouldn't say they're 37 points better necessarily each week in Juventus Utena. So the Lithuanian side really showing some resiliency here. As Karsiyaka looks to get the ball inside to DJ Kennedy. Kicks it out to Jarrett Jones. It's too strong on the three. And Lindbaum just can't catch the ball in transition. Brzezowski's kind of put a little bit too much mustard on that pass. A little bit too strong. Here comes Ugurlu now. Jared Jones pick and pop three, no good. But Kennedy gets the rebound. Drives strong with the left hand, finishing right at the rim. And you see just how strong he is. Again, a wing who had 10 rebounds last week, including one highlight dunk. And he gets the steal here. One-on-one on fast break. Can't finish, but the follow jam is up and good. Turin throws it down on the tip dunk. Seemed like Juventus kind of gave up on the play, assuming a foul would be called. Turin would do no such thing. There's Lindbaum inside to Kupchas. And the whistle's going to be on the floor. Looks to be another foul on Jarrett Jones. He's giving up a lot of height there. Kupchas, a big man with good footwork and a nice little shooting touch. As Ireland checks back into the game. So again, Coach Petrowski is going with this 2-point guard lineup. And again, same play we saw on the other side in that first quarter. And it leads to the easy lay-in from Anthony Ireland. You don't usually see those kind of plays working multiple times in a game, but Karsiyaka not making the adjustment. And here's Kennedy with a strong drive. Gets contact. And it's going to be on the baseline. You see Lindbaum poor closeout with a smart foul. So Jared Jones checks out of the game one more time. It's going to bring in Guven. Ugulu skip past to Kennedy. Guven with the ball inside now. The big man doesn't take the shot. Ugulu, nice little floater in the lane. You saw the unorthodox footwork to get away from Kupchas. Three-point shot up, no good this time from Brzezowski. Kennedy with a rebound, another fast break opportunity. Finds Scott Wood, corner three, a little too strong. And Ireland, the smallest guy on the court, gets the rebound to 3-on-1. Oh, nice, tremendous, actually, defensive effort in transition from Scott Wood. Able to get the block, kind of crept up out of nowhere. Juventus had a 3-on-1. The numbers, see the extra pass from Flowers, but here comes Scott Wood. Lindbaum wanted a foul. You see Karsiyaka. And wow, what a very, very sportsmanlike play from the coach. Petrowski is admitting that the ball went off Lindbaum's hands. And the possession should go over to Karsiyaka. So we'll see if that karma comes back to help them. If they lose the possession. Here's Turin. Kennedy down the wing. Baseline drive. Tough shot. But he keeps the ball alive. Interior passing. And Kennedy was 0 for 2 in that possession. Here comes Anthony Ireland now, pushing the tempo and draws the foul from Scott Wood. So Juventus picking the right times to attack. As you see, Ireland puts pressure on the defense with his quickness, and he's always looking to score. A player who's able to hit
both the left and the right hand, ambidextrous. So Gushikis back in the game. Ireland, a nice little hesitation, and draws the foul from Uğurlu. Almost put the defense to sleep there with the ball handling. See a little hesitation, half spin. Finds the body contact. It's going to be 2 shots at the free throw line for Ireland. Oh, rims in and out. For his first miss, the line's 3 of 4. But he's able to connect on the second. So you see a little 1-2 press here. Flowers at the top of the press. Just slowing down Karsiyaka ever so slightly. Uğurlu skips it over to Turin, tries to drive baseline, but good defense there. But he still knocks down the shot. Tough shot from Turin. It's a 5-point lead now for Karsiyaka. Just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Flowers leaves his feet but doesn't shoot. Ireland, nice crossover, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Jonte Flowers, 3, too strong, but a nice rebound and putback. Gushikis struggled in the first quarter, but now has 4 points. Here's Scott Wood, can't leave him that open. Doesn't hurt him that time as he can't hit the 3. Flowers now, again, he's unable to hit the open 3. So both teams defensively just kind of relaxing and leaving guys wide open. It hasn't been too costly so far, as Flowers is just 0 of 3. But here's Scott Wood again. In that zone, you see Guven with the free throw, no good. So a little bit of a colder start here to the second quarter. See the field goal percentages. Karsiyaka started off perfect initially. Here's Kupchis. Nice little hook on the block. Showing you that touch. You see the zone defense really forcing Karsiyaka to attack from the perimeter. Uğurlu, he can't hit either, so the zone has really worked on a number of possessions for Juventus. Gushikis now gets into the lane, the left-hand hook, no good. Rebound by Guven. Scott Wood, the nice little head fake. He draws the foul, and Gushikis, that's gonna be his 3rd foul. So foul trouble looming. Nice pump fake, and obviously with the shooter, you don't want to give him too much room. So that's gonna bring Lindbaum and Dendy back off the bench. You see Dominic Waters checks back in as well. As Kupchis give him a nice little boost, 4 points. Oh, nice pass aside from Waters to Jones, and he finishes through a little bit of contact, no foul called, but yet another assist from Dominic Waters. And Jared Jones doing damage on the inside now. And Dendy pulling his way, kicks out to Lindbaum. And they're getting good looks from the perimeter. Just 3 of 15 from the three-pointer. See that zone again, leaving Scott Wood open. He can't finish. The ball's kept alive. Jones secures it and puts it up again. So Turin did a great job making sure that Karsiyaka got a second chance opportunity. Jared Jones cleaning up the dirty work. It's going to be another timeout from Juventus.
We're doing bad job, even one-on-one. We're not boxing out. And we have 2 fouls to give.
Why can't get the basket fouled before?
If they get the ball, 1 foul, quick. Okay.
You see the stats there. Juventus struggling a bit from the field, taking a lot of threes, obviously living and dying from the three-pointers. Karsiyaka a little bit more balanced. You heard there Coach Petrauskis pleading his guys to box out. Take a look at the assist count. You'll see what he was talking about. So Wood misses a 3. That's 2 players who weren't boxed out, able to crash right to the glass, and basically get an easy layup. Jones patient with the pump fake. And that's the guy you don't want to see him heating up too often if you're Juventus. He's got 8 points now to go along with his 4 rebounds. Obviously had 29 and 9 last week. So the Flowers gets the little bump from Scott Wood. So attack to close out the right way, putting the pressure on the ball handler, the defender. We're still waiting for Dendy to make his presence felt. He had that near monster jam as Flowers catches shoot 3 again. It's no good. So he's 0 of 4 and beyond the arc. Hasn't tried to shoot inside the arc yet. Now Juventus back to a man-to-man to make sure that they're able to box out. And it's a lob. Nope. Nice 2-man, 3-man action between Waters, Jones, and Kennedy, the 3 guys who highlighted at the top of the broadcast. Great extra pass from Jones to Kennedy for the lay-in. These are guys who are developing a strong chemistry. Lindbaum 3, no good again. You see the wingspan from Jones, able to sky for that rebound. Nice pass inside, and 1. DJ Kennedy. A nice feed from Scott Wood. And poor transition defense from Juventus Utena. You see a nice bounce pass from Wood, and Kennedy with the left hand finish right at the rim, through the contact, put him at the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. He's unable to convert the 3-point play, actually. But yet Karsiyaka find themselves up 9. See the free throw difference there. Neither team living at the free throw line so far. In Ireland, though, nice rim drive all the way to the hoop for Anthony Ireland. Takes a little bit of contact and finishes with the right hand. Now we're back to a zone for Juventus. And the lob, that jam is no good. Oh, that's going to be on the blooper reel. Waters found Jones, but he's just too far from the rim. Karsiyaka might have got a little bit of a break here. We have a timeout on the floor. But what an unbelievable missed dunk from Jared Jones. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Group A so far, we have AS Monaco matching up against Hapoel Holon. Monaco up 12 in that game in the first half.
Go deeper, good screens.
You see Juventus gets 10 points from Budalavic.
Let's go, let's go. 1 minute straight, let's finish strong.
Here's that missed dunk we talked about. Jared Jones looking to bring the house down. Just couldn't finish. So it's a 7-point lead for Karsiyaka. Just 90 seconds or so to play here in the first half. And a three-point shot is way off from Turin. Here comes Ireland now. Decides to bring it back out. Skauskas in the backcourt, step back three. Ireland swishes it in. Beautiful shot from Anthony Ireland. Able to create the separation with a step back. And we'll see how Karsiyaka looks to attack the zone. Kennedy doing it himself. Too easy. Takes it right at Dendy. Kennedy really coming on in the second quarter. He's got 8 points to lead the way alongside Jared Jones. That's probably going to put Juventus on the free throw line. Lindbaum draws a third personal foul on Jared Jones. Another off the ball foul. Karsiyaka. Actually, never mind. It's going to be Budalavicius at the free throw line. He makes his first. Unable to make the second, though, and Jones skies for the rebound. So Waters will just run down some clock, run the shot clock down. Have a mismatch now inside. Jones has Ireland on him. He gets a nice drive from Kennedy. A nice up and under move. Double clutch. David Kennedy at the rim. Vichkauskas now gets 2 points back right before the buzzer horn. Scott Wood throws it up. A little bit too strong, but if you're Juventus Utena, you cannot be too disappointed with that first half, just being down 5, considering the flurry of easy baskets that Pinar Karsiyaka was able to get. So after one half of basketball, it's Pinar Karsiyaka 42, Juventus Utena 37. Take a look at a couple of the stats of that first half. Karsiyaka really strong inside, but both teams struggling from the three-point arc. Great ball movement from Karsiyaka, 10 assists. And Juventus doing a much better job than they did last week, where they had 26 turnovers, just 6 in this first half. So they're able to really stay into this game. Much better execution. DJ Kennedy leading the way with 10 points for Karsiyaka, 11 for Ireland for Juventus. So he has a really strong bounce back game. You take a look at some of the defensive efforts there as well. But again, after one half, Kennedy, Jones, and Waters, the three guys we talked about, doing much of the damage. Meanwhile, Juventus Utena has different guys stepping up. Of course, they're missing some key players. We'll talk about more of that in the second half, but we'll leave you with the highlights. Catch you just a few minutes for sure to be a tremendous second half of Basketball Champions League action. Welcome back, basketball fans. Game day 2 of the Basketball Champions League. We're live in Izmir in Turkey, where the host side, Pinar Karsiyaka, has a 5-point lead, 42-37 over the Lithuanian road team, Juventus Utena. Very, very good first half of basketball, to be completely honest. I'm sure a lot of fans out there probably thought this might be a bit of a blowout given Juventus' performance last week against Monaco, but they've been very resilient, especially in the first and second quarters here. You know, with able to put 37 points on the board, but also limiting Karsiyaka to just 42 points. A couple of notable first half performances. First for the home side, Karsiyaka, it's still getting their shots up there. David Kennedy off the bench, giving them 10 points. Jared Jones has been very, very consistent. Obviously had 29 points, 9 rebounds last week. He's got 8 points and 7 rebounds and 4 assists. So he's on a road to a potential triple-double. And this is after his 27-point performance in the first couple games of the BCL against Alba. And also he's just pretty much getting 20-plus every time he gets on the floor. Meanwhile, for Juventus Utena, Anthony Ireland, dynamic point guard, 11 points. Doing a lot of damage from the free throw line, 4 free throws, also hit that 1-3. Budalavicius, he also has 11 points, the Lithuanian, to go along with 3 rebounds. But besides that, they haven't gotten much contribution elsewhere. A couple of guys with 4 points, 3 points here and there. So they've gotten a couple of field goals from guys, but who's going to be the third kind of main scorer? We know that for Karsiyaka, Dominic Waters can put him up quickly. He's got 6 points and 5 assists in that first half. Perfect from the field so far. So really interesting to see these next 20 minutes who can kind of, you know, put their foot down in Group A. Karsiyaka has a chance to start the group action with 2 wins. Monaco so far has a 16-point lead at halftime against Hapoel Holon. So you can expect them to potentially go to 2-0 as well. Meanwhile, the rest of Group A, very close games last week. We saw NSA, Krasnoyarsk, UKAM Murcia, and Karsiyaka with getting wins of 3 points or less. So the great thing about the Basketball Champions League is that each week, any one of these teams could come out victorious. There are no easy games. Obviously, 4 groups of 8 in the Basketball Champions League, 32 teams overall. Teams from 14 different countries. Each team plays a home and away game at some point in the regular season. The 4 top teams advance to the playoffs. The 5th and 6th place teams go to the FIBA Europe Cup playoffs, and obviously the 7th and 8th team, nothing continuing if you're not able to secure a few wins. Anyway, we're just moments away from the second half. Juventus Utena gonna get the ball first. See the Polish referee hands it off, and just like that, it's the third quarter is underway now. Anthony Ireland brings the ball up for Juventus, down 5. Jonte Flowers struggled in that first half, so did Dendy. And it's a turnover on the first possession. Good hands from Waters to force the steal. Kennedy now in the starting lineup in the second half. See UCLA cut, nice pass inside to Govin, and it's another assist for Jared Jones. Make that 5 now. And Govin with a nice bounce back game after last week really struggling. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds. And the 3-point shot's up and good. Budalavicius able to connect on his 3rd 3 of the night. So he started 0 of 4. He's now 3 of 7. So really heating up on the perimeter is Budalavicius, the captain. But Jared Jones responds with a 3 of his own. That's going to bring, looks like Lindbaum off the bench. But Jared Jones, so versatile, really one of the players to watch throughout this season. See Budalavicius comes up hobbling. Good defense there from Jones, and he gets the rebound as well. So Gušikas couldn't finish over the big man. Here's Guven now, low footwork, shimmy shake, tough fadeaway jumper in the lane. Here comes Ireland now for the team in red out of Lithuania. Looking for Dendy, crosses over, kicks it out. The three-point shot is no good that time from Gušikas. Here comes David Kennedy. Foul in the backcourt. Here the fans wanted the unsportsmanlike call as he didn't really go for the ball there. You can hear these Karsiyaka fans being louder and louder. Here comes Waters down the lane, stops, pops, and knocks it in. Nice, easy shot from Dominic Waters. And again, he can score any really way he wants. Ireland looks to respond, can't do it. Numbers, Scott Wood throws it out ahead to Waters. He decides to pull it out. Oh, it seemed to be a bit of a kickball. No whistle. Flowers finds Dendy inside. Can't finish. Some solid defense there from Scott Wood. Kennedy open three. Off the back rim. So we're up and down to start off this third quarter. Ireland gets to the lane with the left hand. Nice finish from Anthony Ireland. Again, showing you just how, I mean, again, dynamic he is with both hands. Can get to the lane, get to the basket, finish with either. You see a bit of a zone again here. Juventus, kind of a high 2-3, 3-2 hybrid. Scott Wood attacks it. Jared Jones can't get the offensive rebound, and here comes Juventus, just refusing to go away. And the foul's gonna be called on David Kennedy, reaching in. So couldn't quite get his hand away from the body. So Biskauskas checks in, gives it over to Ireland. Lindbaum in as well. Here's Dendy. Can't really secure the catch, little footwork, and a nice little hook shot. And I believe that's his first basket of the game. First basket of the Basketball Champions League regular season, for that matter. Dendy was scoreless last week. No, he did have 3 points, and he did hit 1 3. So he did hit 1 3 last week. So his first 2-point basket of the competition. And Waters can't hit the three. Dendy gets the rebound now. So he's coming alive in the second half. Here comes Ireland. Draws a foul. Got the shot blocked by Kennedy. But not before drawing the foul on Dominic Waters. So he'll head to the line for free throws 6 and 7. You see Waters claims he got all ball. Kennedy was trailing the play. Smacks it off the glass, but still potential 2 free throws here. First free throw is good for Ireland. So he's able to knock down both. Now the lead is just 3 for Karsiyaka, and you see a little pressure here. Waters easily breaks it through Jared Jones. They pull back into their zone. The 1-2-2 look. Scott Wood, corner 3, knocks it in. And that's how you bust up a zone. The corners, you can see him running that baseline. Dendy looking to attack, kicks it out. Budalavicius for 3, gets it right back. Back-to-back threes now for Budalavicius. He's got 4 in the game and 17 points. That's your leading scorer for the night. 6-3 for Juventus, just 5 for Karsiyaka. Kennedy gets into the lane. Nope. Kicks it out. Scott Wood. Can he make it 2 in a row? No good this time. Rebound from Lindbaum. Budalavic just for Dendy. Nice behind the back pass. But the shot goes over the backboard. Vishkauskas couldn't convert on a nice assist potentially from Dendy. So a couple more substitutions. Referee asks his assistant coach to take a seat. Pick and pop, Waters to Jones, and he knocks down another 3. Jarrett Jones really heating up now. 2 threes in the second half already. And another assist from Waters. See that 2-man game action. And a nice block there from Kennedy, as Budalavic just couldn't get the 3 up. Here's Waters, gets to the lane, nice pass. Kennedy can't convert at the rim. Seems to have gotten his shot blocked. He's gonna get 2 free throws. So you see Waters with a nice no-look feed for Kennedy, who stays with the play. He's gonna get 2 free throws now to add at his total. Again, a 3-headed monster of Water, Kennedy, and Jones, combining for 32 points so far, 13 assists and 13 rebounds. So Kennedy can't convert on that free throw. Kennedy knocks down the second, so he's now got 11 points on the night. This foul's going to be off the ball. Turin trying to prevent the ball from going inside to Kupchas. You see the 2 men fighting for position. Turin not really going to argue that one, maybe a little bit. Vishkauskas with the drive. They swing around the perimeter. Flowers drives now. Nice pass inside. The throwdown. Kupchas off the nice feed from Jonte Flowers. So Midukis Kupchas. It's another 2 points. Dominic Waters probing, pulls up from the free throw line and calmly sinks another jumper. So he's now in double figures. 10 efficient points from Waters on just 4 or 5 shooting. Lindbaum catch shoot, too strong, good box out from Turin. Waters put a little bit of pressure, pull up 3 in transition, knocks it in. Big shot, Dominic Waters. Let him know how many points it's worth. And it extends the lead to 10, back in double figures. D. Waters definitely heating up in this 3rd quarter. Vishkauskas, nice pass inside. They're calling it goaltending. Kupchas seems to have gotten the shot blocked right off the catch from Turin, but it's gonna be 2 points on the board. We'll see here. So he catches it. Yep, got it off quick enough. Seems maybe I've touched the backboard. Here's Waters. Good ball movement here. And the drive floater is no good from Ugunduz. From Ugerlu. But he gets back into the play, forces the steal. 3-on-1. DJ Kennedy, nice little reverse layup off the feed from Dominic Waters.
So Uğurlu able to get back into that play. And it's an easy, fast break opportunity. And here's another potential steal, but instead Brzezowski stays with it. Finishes in the lane. So when Uğurlu comes in, Dominic Waters can go off the ball. It gives you 2 point guards in the backcourt. Obviously, Waters has the scoring ability. Nice little hesitation, another hesitation. Kennedy inside now, dumps it off to Jones. Again, you see that great teamwork between these three. A lot of chemistry. Unselfish passing. Ireland matches up with Uğurlu. Draws a little foul. See the baseline drive. Uğurlu gets caught with his hand on the hip. So both starting point guards are going to get a quick rest here at the end of the third. So is Jared Jones, bringing Guven and Scott Wood off the bench. And the ball just sails out of bounds with no one even close to it. So breakdown in communication on that baseline out of bounds play. We're gonna have a timeout as well. So again, in this third quarter, as Karsiyaka came in up 5 after halftime, they're able to extend their lead with 23-18 advantage in the third quarter so far. See the rebounding totals pretty even. We knew that was going to be the case. As one thing Utena has is definitely a lot of size. You see Kupchas there, the big man, Dendi as well. And these Pinar Karsiyaka fans are singing proudly throughout the timeout. Just want to highlight Jared Jones. He's got 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. 26 points of efficiency there. Only missing 4 shots so far. Saw that nice little dump off pass from Flowers to Kupchas. Here the 3-on-1 opportunity. Sorry, Dominic Waters pulls up for 3. Here's the 3-on-1 we're talking about. As Waters finds Kennedy. He gets over to the reverse side. Flowers not even choosing to contest. So we're live again. Just over a minute to go in the third. Karsiyaka up 10, and Uğurlu, nice pass. What a block, though. As Gushkis was not going to be denied off that block. There's Kupchas inside. Nice move and a tip dunk. So on one side, Gushkis with the block, and he gets a tip jam on the other end as well. And it's those kind of hustle plays that they're going to need. They want to creep back into this game. Just down 8. Potential steal. Uğurlu saves it though and finds an easy golden dunk. Wow. No help side rotation from Juventus on that possession. Brzezowski's last possession of the quarter. Dribbles down the clock. Has a mismatch with Guven. Can't get a shot off. Flowers catch and shoot 3. And he's still scoreless in today's game. So Jonte Flowers not having one of his better games. He's at a -20 point differential. 0 of 6 so far. But after 3, it's Pinar Karsiyaka 67, Juventus Utena 57. A 10-point lead with just 10 minutes to go. Plenty of time for Juventus to get back into this game.
I said no matter what, if they play beat and roll, even if we shoot it, we need to go to hell.
So we take a look at some of the stats in this game so far.
Karsiyaka really heating up from 3 now. Meanwhile, Juventus cooling off. Neither team really getting to the free throw line often. You expect Juventus to continue launching the threes in an effort to get back into this game as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, we'll see if Karsiyaka continues to just control the tempo. You saw some great passing in that game. I'm sorry, in that quarter for Karsiyaka. Guys making the extra pass, players making different cuts, making the job easier to find them. You can't leave Jared Jones open. We know that, top of the key. He's showing you the ability and the versatility to kill you from the inside and the outside. So a lot more assists in that quarter. Karsiyaka has 17 now to 12 for Juventus. So fourth quarter underway. 10-point lead here for Karsiyaka. Anthony Ireland back in the game. Dominic Waters still getting a rest. So is Jared Jones. But expect David Kennedy, Scott Wood do a lot of the offensive work here. Turin looking at the ball inside to Guven. Shot clock is down to 2. Scott Wood pulls up, can't hit the 3. And the rebound goes over to Gushikis. See a lot of ball pressure from Uğurlu, looking to deny Ireland now. The lob, nice catch and left-hand finish from Gushikis. An even nicer pass from Burlavicius. So it's down to 8. Good defense from Flowers, not letting Wood catch the ball. Here's Kennedy in the lane with the right hand. Takes a hard foul from Kupchas. Seemed to get all ball with the upper side of the body, but the lower body seems to have caused the falls. You see there. Yep. So he gets him clean on top, but it's called for the foul below. So Kennedy at the line for 2. First one is good. He's now got 12 points. Chance to make that 13. Can't convert the second attempt. There's Ireland now looking for Flowers. Who, despite a scoreless effort, still getting the playing time. Here's Ireland, step back 3, gets Uğurlu off his feet. It's going to be 3 free throws. Very smart play from Ireland, not so smart from Uğurlu. Just a little over eager on the contest. So you see the step back, a little bit of an up fake, use the shoulders to get Uğurlu off his feet. Kind of leans into him. It's going to be 3 free throws for Ireland. So the first free throw is up and good. And he makes the second as well, so it's actually just 2 free throws as his toe was on the line. So rather than be 3 free throws, just 2. Uğurlu's gonna come out the game. And Dendy checks back in. He's got 2 points and 5 rebounds here tonight. And Jared Jones can knock down that three, but the offensive rebound, what a pass! Dominic Waters, bullet pass inside to DJ Kennedy. You see him pointing to the wet spot. But the defense falling asleep first on the offensive rebound and then on the second possession as well. Here's Dendy, skip pass to Flowers, passes on the three, takes a step back jumper, again too strong. Dendy up there to clean up the mess though, and he gets the easy putback. But it's not good enough for Juventus to exchange buckets back and forth. They need to get some stops here. Jared Jones finds Kennedy, strong drive baseline. Scott Wood, wide open three, knocks it in. And just like that, the lead is back out to 10. Great ball movement yet again from Karsiyaka. And an offensive foul as Turin is battling once again for position with Kupchis. As you see the two men there battling, and it's a tough call for any offensive player trying to establish that position on the block. Turin, though, making his job so difficult. We're gonna have a timeout on the floor as Juventus is down 10 with just under about 7 minutes to go.
Guys, don't forget, they play 5 ball. Simple screen for 5. He goes for pick and pop. Boom, here 5. 2 times in a row. If we're gonna bump, we will be on time to do a step up. We're always late now because there's no bump.
Short flag.
You see Juventus' game leaders, Ireland leading them in scoring and assists. You hear Coach Petrauskas infuriated that his team can't respond to the 5-out action. You see the game leaders for Karsiyaka, Waters with his second consecutive 9-assist game. We'll see if he can get a double-double. Meanwhile, Jones with 9 rebounds. He also had 9 rebounds last week. So these guys showing that they are no fluke. And that win last week at Dinamo Sassari was a much-deserved win. And they find themselves with a semi-comfortable 10-point lead with 7 minutes to go, but that's just a few possessions, a few stops for Juventus, and they're right back in this game. Here's Waters. Penetrates, throws it away. Dendy with the steal. Doesn't have the numbers, looking to attack. And just so unfortunate for Juventus as Petrauskas couldn't handle the pass and it sails out of bounds. Unfortunate timing on that turnover. Here's Jared Jones with the drive. What a move. Once again, the versatility on display from Jared Jones. Going to the left-hand drive and finish. Ireland gets it right back, though. Way too easy. So all you fans watching on live basketball.tv, you see the zone defense here from Juventus. It worked out in the first half. David Kennedy says it ain't gonna work this time. Gets a nice, easy elbow jumper. But here comes Ireland putting pressure on that defense. Can't fall asleep with guys like him. Again, gets it to the lane. So the foul's going to be on Turin there. You saw Ireland trying to split the double team trap. Bit of a wet spot on the floor. Both teams hustling. So much balance on this Karsiyaka side. Dendy with a nice catch. Whoa, the throwdown. Gushikis taking off and throwing it down kind of out of nowhere. Cutting in from the baseline corner. See the zone offense now. Nice cut, Scott Wood, and the find from DJ Kennedy. Great execution against the zone on that possession. Actually, we've seen great execution numerous times. 21 assists for Karsiyaka. Juventus needs to get stops, but they're down 12. Bit of a switch mismatch here. Ireland looking to go one isolation. Dendy corner three. He's been able to make it in the pass, and Scott Wood got a little anxious, throws it away, and you know what's going to happen, right? Never mind, as Biškauskas couldn't convert off the turnover. But the possession's going to stay down with Juventus. See David Kennedy couldn't secure the defensive rebound. Biškauskas on the corner now, finds Ireland. Nice move, and he finishes at the hoop. Patient, nice little pump fake. Ireland now has 21 points on the night. So a great bounce back game from him. And again, good ball movement from Karsiyaka. Jones now, tough fadeaway jumper, he knocks it in. There is no tough shot for Jared Jones, I'm telling you. He's got 20 on 8 of 12 shooting. But too easy on that side now for Biškauskas, as he penetrates, not even too quickly. And with some fouls to give, Juventus now looking to stop the clock. So Ireland's going to come out the game to avoid picking up too many fouls. You see the nice little drive from Biškauskas. Turin just too late on his help. So Zakas checks in for Ireland, getting his first action of the night. And Dominic Waters seems to got a little bit of a mini confrontation on that side of the court. And there's a three by Dendy, leading to a timeout. Dendy did not hesitate on that catch and shoot. And that's his first three of the night. His third field goal. He got 7 points now. And it's a 7-point game. Let's listen into the huddle. See the stats there. Juventus able to knock down a few shots. Both teams getting solid contributions from the bench. Pinar is shooting 55% overall. 8 of 21 for three. Meanwhile, Juventus just 7 of 28 from three. And you see Karsiyaka really taking care of the ball. They've done a tremendous job executing on offense. So a nice little dump off pass from Dendy to the throwdown for Gushikis. And the drive from Kennedy, unable to get the and one. He's going to get to the free throw line. DJ Kennedy, we talked about his strength, his athleticism. Definitely could see it there. Looks off the defender and goes right at Bushikis. But he can't get the and one. He'll get the chance to get his 17th and 18th points of the night at the free throw line. First one is good. So back-to-back strong performances from Kennedy off the bench. Obviously had 16 and 10 last week, 10 being 10 rebounds. He's got 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists here tonight. So Ireland checks back in now. Offense for defense. Dendy inside, finishes at the hoop. So he's really come alive in the fourth quarter, but is it a question of too little, too late? Waters inside to Turin. It's gonna be a tough shot, but he knocks it in. Turin, wow. He's one of those great role players, does a lot of the little things. He does have 8 points though, as you see Bushikis now on the other end. And Karsiyaka just not able to put Juventus away. They're hanging around, and it's really just a 3-possession game. Juventus stays in a zone. And Jared Jones gets fouled. Silly foul there from Dendy. That's a tough shot for Jared Jones to try to convert. See there, just a little bit too aggressive on the closeout. Didn't give Jones enough room to land. Wiping up the floor there just to make sure that no one gets hurt when the action gets back underway. And we talked about how Juventus having a good season in the Basketball Champions League last year, going 8-6, qualifying for the playoffs as a 4th spot. You know, as you see, Jones knocks down both free throws. But yeah, that meant a lot of opportunities for their players elsewhere, so you're seeing a lot of fresh faces on this team. And you can already see the difference from last week to this week. Here's Ireland, wide open 3. Can't knock it down. Jones can't get the defensive rebound though. Paskalkis, he can't hit the 3, so Kennedy collects that rebound. And now with the 9-point lead, 90 seconds to go, we'll see if Juventus elects to foul or just kind of let the clock play out. Point differential always a factor, of course. Don't want to just give away free points, but here's Turin, another tough shot. Airballs it. It's going to be a shot clock violation since the ball did not hit the rim. The possession will go over to Juventus. Can they get a quick basket? They turn it over instead. And that kind of sums up the evening for Juventus. So Karsiyaka will take their time now in the next couple of possessions, run down the clock. Never mind, Ireland gets the steal. Attacks the basket, can't finish. Kennedy lucky. It's going to be free throws for Karsiyaka. DJ Kennedy definitely accepting responsibility for that turnover. Didn't cost him in the end. First free throw is good for Kennedy. He's now 5 of 8. You've got a chance to join Jarrett Jones in the 20-point club here tonight. But he can't make the second, so he's 19 points on the evening. It's another turnover. Kennedy has the ball now. And it's going to be another win for Pinar Karsiyaka and a tough loss for Juventus Utena. Dominic Waters for the dagger, and it's just that. Puts the game away, puts it to bed actually, as it's now 90-78. Dominic Waters with his 15th point of the night to go along with 11 assists. So one double-double for him and another double-double for Jarrett Jones. He's got 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists of his own. So we have a timeout on the floor. Let's see if Coach Petrauskas can draw up a 12-point play somehow. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but Coach is having the chance to get some players out of the game. And that's a coach that plays, make sure his team plays the final buzzer. See the scoring there from different guys. Budulovic has 17, Gushishkas 12, Ireland with 21 on 6 of 11 shooting. He also had 6 assists to go with his 21 points. Meanwhile, Karsiyaka, we already talked about Jones, Kennedy, and Waters. Scott Wood also at 13 points. And then Guven and Turin, 8 points apiece. They combined to shoot 8 of 12 from the field. Guven also gave them 6 rebounds. So essentially, anyone that Coach Trifanovic put into the game contributed in some capacity. He's got to be happy with that. So Karsiyaka goes to a zone on this possession. Last few seconds of the game. Zakas the 3, no good. And the rebound ends up in Kennedy's hands, and that's it. And it's 2-0 in Group A for Pinar Karsiyaka, as they get the win here tonight, 90-78 over Juventus Utena. Pinar Karsiyaka, their first home Basketball Champions League win of the group phases.
So you've got to be, you hear these Turkish fans, they were loud all night long. No questions about that. You take a look at the stats. Karsiyaka did a great job shooting from the field. And of course, these two teams, if you take a look at the rebounding, we talked about how there was going to be pretty even, and it was exactly that. Both teams taking care of the ball quite well. Fouls were never really an issue. No player was in foul trouble. Should point out Juventus Utena are missing a couple players. Arvidas Shiksnis is hurt, as well as Lorena Saminas, who got hurt over the weekend. But these teams will be back next week. Juventus will be at home against Hapoel Holon, so they get a chance to get their first win there. Meanwhile, Pinar Karsiyaka will be on the road against EVE Baskets Oldenburg, so that's definitely going to be a thrilling matchup. To see Jarrett Jones there, getting the fans engaged. To take a look at the top scores from each team. Jones with 22.
And that's the way that you want to celebrate a win, with your fans. Great scenes here in Izmir as Pinar Karsiyaka getting off to a winning start in the Basketball Champions League. So don't go away, as we will have more Basketball Champions League action on livebasketball.tv here tonight. If you want to come back tomorrow, we'll have games as well on Wednesdays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, every single week. All the way over to March, and of course the Final Four in May. So we hope to catch you guys week in and week out. We'll have obviously a look at some of the highlights of tonight's action shortly, so you can relive some of the special moments that we were able to witness as the fans exit the premises. Again, a couple shout outs to Dominic Waters, 15 points, 11 assists, season high assists for him. Jared Jones, 20 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double for him. And David, aka DJ Kennedy, 19 points and 8 rebounds, as well as 2 steals, a block, a couple of assists. So those guys doing a lot of the damage for Karsiyaka. In a losing effort, Anthony Ireland bounced back from an abysmal performance last week where he didn't score, was able to have 21 here tonight, as well as the captain Budalovic's 17 points, and Gushikis had 12, but they weren't able to get much from anyone else. So as we take a look at the highlights from Josh Davis, it's been a great night of basketball in the Basketball Champions League, and we'll catch you guys next week.